Some of the coolest conversations you ever have are with your coworkers. So we made a show about it. Welcome to Breakroom Sessions.
Here at the Breakroom Sessions, ladies and gentlemen, we'll reach Shauna, Country Cuz, Ill Will. So this one is something for y'all to think about. Again, we're coming up with some good ones. If you can travel back in time to a historical event or just travel back in time, where would you go? What would you see? And if it's a historical event that happened, say like an assassination or something
that was worldwide news.
Right. Something that's worldwide news. Would you go there naively, not knowing that it's going to happen? I mean, you know it's going to happen right now, but when you get there, you don't know what's going to happen. Or when you get there, you know it's going to happen and you just want to witness what happens. And would you try to alter what happens?
But see, with the stuff that's coming to my mind, I don't know if I would be able to alter it. Because like I love the 50s era.
Okay.
I love the 40s, 50s era. And you know, a lot of things that happen. Yeah.
50s.
A lot of 40s. Things that happened then is it. Like the Montgomery bus boycott.
Right.
And Rosa Parks on the bus. He wanted to sit down and see. That would be me.
That would be you.
I ain't getting up.
That would be you.
Yeah. So, you know, I ride with Rosa all day. So I definitely be in trouble.
True.
Because I have a hard head.
Yeah. Because those are tough times.
Yeah.
Those are tough times.
Yeah, it's tough times, but
because you're going into that knowing what occurred, or are you not? Or you don't know what occurred?
I do know what occurred.
When you get there, your mind will. Now, when you get there, your mind could be erased, or it could be, oh, I know what's going to happen here.
Knowing what would happen, I probably would still react the same way.
Okay. Wow, that would be nice. It wouldn't be nice to see, but it would to witness.
But I really want to. I want to know what yours is.
No. We're gonna
save his.
We're gonna go around.
Did you think of anything?
No, not really. But I want to know what. But I mean, I probably see Dr. King. Probably, I would like to see him actually speaking, like not him getting shot.
I would have.
I told my wife that.
Yeah.
That the I Have a Dream speech in Washington.
Yeah.
With the Lincoln Memorial behind
right.
it. And the
that would have been a very good one.
Yeah. Ooh. I would like to go. I would love to see that
speech. To actually see that.
To see it live in person.
Yeah.
They had something similar with the Million Man March, but I never attended. I think that was in '95.
Yes.
Yeah. They tried to, I guess, recreate Martin.
Well, you can't do that.
I know you couldn't. I know. But they was, trying to get something going.
Right.
Yeah, I would probably go witness something like that. Because I've been to the museum in Memphis. I wish I would have seen
Obama.
Yeah. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. See?
I know some people that went, and I didn't get that opportunity. But, yeah, that would have been another one.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, he keeping quiet over here.
Deshaun, open your mouth.
Tight-lipped.
Talk. Anyway.
Tight-lipped.
Come on now.
I ain't got nothing.
We know you got something.
I would go see when they first invented weed.
I can't believe
the marijuana plant.
The taco truck.
Not talking is not no.
My back in time event would actually be the Marijuana Stamp Act in 1937.
He called it.
I told you.
Will, you called it.
I told you.
The Marijuana Stamp Act.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So in 1937.
See, I knew he was going to talk.
The government said that all these farmers could legally grow weed. But to do it, you got to get this stamp to basically be deferred or not get taxed or whatever. So they told all the farmers to bring like 1 to 10 pounds of their best weed or whatever. And mugs was just in long lines. And as they come in, They don't come
How
back
did you
out.
get that information? Did you read up on it?
Did you
I'm
Google
serious. 'Cause
that?
I've never heard
I
of
learned that in school.
What?
They learn different things.
it.
Yeah.
I never.
schools.
I went to
Yeah.
school in Georgia.
Yeah.
I was okay.
Oh, okay.
That's like kind of an agriculture type thing
Yep.
because only the farmers was growing it at the time. Like it wasn't like now, like your neighbor growing about 3 or 4 plants in a spare bedroom or whatever. So, yeah, so these farmers was coming in trying to, get their marijuana stamp so that they could grow this because it was many uses. Like now, everybody's getting paid from using hemp because they're making clothing out of it. They're
Lotion.
making all kind of stuff. Come and get your stamp so you could grow weed.
So you just what'd you say? Oh, it's okay.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
It's so funny because if y'all would know what I thought about, we were just moving off the table some of the TikTok videos. Oh my God.
There you go.
I don't think you had enough, man. I should have brought some of mine with me.
Dang.
I got my proxy outside.
So you would go back during the marijuana stamp and want to get your stamp so you can gather up as much as you can.
No, you ain't getting no stamp. They was tricking they stupid asses and locking them up. I would get me a sample from each one of them damn farmers and bring that shit
my
back.
goodness.
Like, well, I got that 1937 on 20 is Saturday.
Every time you think Deshaun going this direction,
No.
he go
No.
over here.
He go over there.
Yeah.
Curve off path.
Yes.
okay.
I'm like, okay, well, you brought it up.
I'm not warning none of them people. They know what they were doing. They should have listened to their first mind and say, I don't trust the government.
Man, I'm thinking they getting a stamp so they can.
That's what they was thinking. And then they got their ass booked. That was their stand. They took their weed and got booked. And then went to their residence and burnt all their crops. Damn, you see.
Oh, my
Burnt all
goodness.
their weed crops. Damn.
Whoa.
That's why I would like to be there to get that sample,
So we done went from Rosa Parks to Martin Luther King to weed.
To Marijuana Stamp Act.
That's what's important. It's important to
1937.
me.
1937.
Now let's see what Ill Will got for us.
Well, I don't know. In some people's eyes, this may not be a historical event, but in my eyes, it is. Taking you back to September 7th, 1996.
Tupac.
We're going to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Uh-oh. Tell your story, Will. Go ahead, tell your story.
And I am going to attempt, I would try to attempt from that man being shot.
How?
I'll tip him
It was
off.
gunfire.
I know, but I'll tip him off before he even got into the car. I'll get to him before he even got into the car.
So
Before he even
know?
because I would know.
So hold
I'm
on.
saying I asked the question, would you go knowing this was gonna happen or would you go naively?
Okay.
I would go knowing this event is happening and place myself to where instead of him maybe jumping on Orlando, he may jump on me instead.
So Ill Will, you saying out of all the lives you could save, you wouldn't tip off Malcolm X, you wouldn't tip off Martin, you wouldn't tip off Kennedy, you would tip off Tupac Shakur.
Yep.
Whose daughter said that he is actually still alive.
Could be.
We're going in another direction.
Could be because we got because I got stories for that too. He could be
Because I mean,
because
they said like the body came out the car and all that was laid out on the ground, but it wasn't never no blood on the ground.
And I've seen those pictures.
It was blood on the ground.
No blood on the ground. Zero. No blood on the seat he was sitting in. Zero.
This going.
Jesus.
Jesus.
So how would you stop
Well,
that
look at-
shooting from, like you said, you would put the
He said he would know it would happen, so he gonna block. Tupac. No, you can't go that way. You can't go.
The only way he would be able to stop that from happening is if he went back in time and basically.
He gonna redirect them.
Had the police right there.
He would have to go back in time and basically get Diddy before he became the household Diddy.
I would have to go back in time and get my ass whooped. Was what would happen?
No, because I would. If you could get Diddy's confession, because he wanted both of them dead.
True,
he wanted Biggie dead because Biggie was leaving, and he wanted Tupac dead because they was just beefing all the time.
Right.
So,
but what I would have to do
information.
As soon as they got out of the boxing arena and started their way to where they were going, when he started his beeline to Orlando, I would either have to tackle him or jump in front of Orlando and take that shot that he gave Orlando. You see what I'm saying? And then that in turn, the rest of the posse would probably stomp me out instead of Orlando.
Yeah,
you okay with getting beat up?
If it saves Tupac's life, no, I don't know.
Sounding fanboyish.
He loves him.
Will. I mean, it's got to be 100 other ways, man. Like you could have told Tupac that night,
right?
When they jumped, dude. Because Buddy came in to, they snatched my chain. You could have told him then, like, hey, man, we adults, man. You know, that's just material. Because Tupac was young, and after all, right. I mean, he did kind of get on that level of, you know, life is bigger and greater than all of these materials. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it was just all very strategic ploy so that he could finally get out of the life of being scrutinized and everyday criticized. Basically control, yeah. He was controlled, but not necessarily controlled. He was an actor, man, and he was tired of having to play that same role.
Yeah.
He wanted to be himself. He forgot who he was. He was lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tupac was one of the greatest actors known. Look at his role from Juice to Poetic Justice.
Right.
To Gridlock.
Right. Above the Rim.
Like, he was a phenomenal actor. Way better than damn Terrence Howard. Nah, I mean, man, I'm saying, man.
Okay, so maybe I just
definitely would have been Martin Luther King. That would have been.
Well, maybe I just would want to witness what happened to him.
Okay,
so I know. Okay,
right.
You for sure shot him, and I know that.
Right,
but I mean,
you could have recorded the whole thing,
even though I knew it. If I tried to tell it, people would be like, "Oh, you're crazy." So, but just to see the event,
I would love to be around with the Black Panthers.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah,
I would like to also see the Roswell landing when it happened. I would like to be there.
I would have loved to have been around when Elvis.
I don't know. They say you couldn't have your little pretty daughters around Elvis. Then she snatch them on up. Snatch them on
Elvis was a heavy one.
No, that man had. They say he had like the weirdest obsession with his mama. Say they slept in the bed together and everything. Even as an adult, he would sit in her lap like a little baby.
I never heard of that.
I ain't either.
I never heard of that.
You be keeping up with some stuff, whatever you reading.
I see so much stuff. It was like women that he dated was like, yeah, like he turned me off. Like he just went and just at family events just sit in her lap and be all up on her, and they would wear matching pajamas and sleep in the bed together.
Oh, wow.
Like,
okay.
I guess.
Yeah. Information. You be putting it out there, don't you, Deshaun?
They be
like-
putting it out. I just be remembering it.
What about
Just break all my historical events down.
what about putting yourself at the Neverland Ranch? While those accusations about Michael Jackson.
Well, you know, Corey said out of everybody
Yes.
in Hollywood and in the music industry that was demonic as hell and devious as far as messing with kids and stuff. He said the only person that never harmed me or never tried to harm me or anybody I know was Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen that.
You
footage.
seen that when you were talking to Barbara Ward. The Barbara was getting mad because he was exposed in Hollywood, telling them, "Oh, it's a bunch of pedophiles." She was like, "Well, why would you say that? Why would you say that about Hollywood?" It was like, if it's true, it's true.
Wait, who said this now?
Corey Feldman.
Oh,
It was
I
two
didn't hear it.
Corys.
He's an 80s.
Corey
Yeah.
Hammond.
Yeah, and the other Corey ended up
Passing
killing
away.
himself
Yeah.
because he was getting raped and all that stuff. Man, they was like Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was like 7, 8 years old, walking around doing coke and drinking and shit on the set, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they was feeding it to her. Like, I mean, it's sick, man. Hollywood is good for entertainment, but in real life,
It's the dark side too.
man.
Did you watch that Quiet on the Set?
No.
The Nickelodeon special?
No,
On,
I do not want to
HBO
hear
Max?
nothing else about Dan Schneider
Yeah.
with his feet suckling, love himself. And he's never been, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You go to court, you get
Convicted?
Never been convicted in that.
This is true.
That's
yeah.
because nobody turned him in.
Everybody done told that
Right.
Jeanette McCurdy.
They got a whole
Jeanette
team,
McCurdy
a whole
wrote a
series
whole
about it.
book. She wrote a book about how her
But she
mama
don't name
was.
him though.
She didn't name
She didn't
him.
name him. That's where
She
she went
didn't.
wrong.
But-
she didn't name him.
Like Amanda, that's why Amanda Bynes so
Oh
messed
yeah,
up.
she tore up.
Her head tore up, man. A lot of them like
See.
that, but that's the Hollywood, whatever you want to call it.
See, now, if you was to live back, I mean, in that era, would you have told?
In the 90s?
Because a lot of them, they kept it to themselves. They
You mean in the 90s?
90s, 80s. I mean,
Yeah.
all of that, what they experienced in Hollywood. Would
I
you?
wouldn't.
2000s,
I wouldn't.
I mean, if
live
you've
back
known,
into that
because
days.
I mean, it's pretty. They wasn't able to tell it. Everybody kept hush hush.
Right.
Kept it hush hush.
I mean,
Because they probably didn't want to be blackballed.
I feel like
Right.
some of them kids did tell their parents, and their parents looked at the paycheck that them kids was bringing in and was like, "Well,
yeah, we can't afford for you to mess this up.
Right.
That's sad.
better act like
Now
that ain't
everybody
happening."
getting exposed here. We got your Me Too's.
Because even Aaron Carter, little brother, the one that killed himself, he said the same thing. He said Michael Jackson. He said I used to go out there to Michael's house all the time
Are
and
you
talk
sure
to
they
him.
committed suicide? I thought he was drugs related.
Well, I think it was committed suicide. He did too much dope.
Yeah, I think
Shit,
Aaron
that's
Carter,
suicide
yeah.
to me.
I think,
You
yeah.
got to know your limit. Can't be out here flunking, being a flunky junkie. But yeah, may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
He said the same thing. He said Michael didn't never do nothing to him. He said Michael was a good man.
Wow.
It was just them people wanted the rights to that
To the Beatles music.
Mm-hmm.
Just like R. Kelly. R. Kelly ain't in jail for rape. He's supposedly locked up for sex trafficking. But in reality,
Whoa.
they just want all the rights to his masters. He will not give up the rights to his master stuff. So
Wow.
Mm.
The Illuminati, I guess.
I don't know if it's the Illuminati. It's just rich mother suckers. I mean,
That's who they are, though.
Like you said
Yeah.
with Bill Cosby. They
Yeah.
didn't turn them over because he was just trying to.
Yep. They wanted that property in Pennsylvania so that they could drill for oil there. Was it in Pennsylvania or Connecticut? It was one of them. And yeah, he tried to buy ABC or NBC.
NBC.
one.
Wow.
Well, they stopped all of that.
Holy moly. But they about to get Diddy though. They gonna get him.
Man, Diddy finna take a
Diddy.
team down with him. Hey, Diddy take him down.
He gonna be sitting right next to Suge Knight.
I don't know,
And they can
man.
talk about the differences in the cell together.
I don't know, man. I think Diddy might Epstein it, man. For real, dog.
They say he is scary like that. That he probably will off himself
I
before
think he might Epstein it. Like even if they get him in custody, because I think he know too much.
He does.
And that's why he running like that, because he know too much. They know he gonna spill it.
He know way too much.
Who? Diddy?
Oh yeah, he know too much.
But I seen an interview that Dapper Dan was saying he know Diddy's parents. And he said, all that stuff they referring to about Diddy and his lifestyle, like, when they start with Diddy, shit. He said, I knew the boy mama and daddy. It did not start with him. So it's something that's been going on. It's been going on.
Poor Diddy.
Yeah, it's over with for him.
Deshaun, you be doing everything. Wait.
And they said that recording of Meek Mills is an old recording, and supposedly Nicki Minaj that recorded that recording of Meek Mill getting it from Diddy.
What? Oh my goodness.
What?
Jesus.
And yeah, she was just waiting.
I'm gonna spit out this water.
She had been released it. She had been leaked it, but she just didn't never say who it was. But now, since everything coming out about the diddler, he's been named
The diddler.
Yeah, the diddler.
I know. And you know what? You don't know for sure. I mean, are you getting your info from third parties?
Yeah.
But
Jaguar said that it was real. And I ain't heard Jaguar told a lie yet.
it's like you.
Jaguar ain't told a lie
That's the
yet.
one you was listening to, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jaguar ain't told no lie yet. But what about Beyonce supposedly not even being Blue Ivy real mama?
Oh Lord.
What? I ain't hear that.
That's not.
Y'all ain't
She
heard.
looked just like her.
Y'all ain't heard. Jay-Z had a mistress.
Oh.
And he had knocked the mistress up.
Oh.
Why the mistress dead? The mistress died while pregnant.
So, I ain't never heard of that.
Hey, y'all
How she
better do
died?
y'all research.
If she died while pregnant, the baby should be dead.
You would think that, but the way science is today, they could keep that baby alive.
Well,
They
how
got
did
them
she die?
incubators.
Deshaun.
She was allegedly murdered.
Wow.
I don't know about all that. I don't know.
Deshaun.
Wow.
I don't.
Allegedly. So, yeah.
I love entertainment.
Because that's the thing. So even Dame Dash is a little on his toes right now because of the Diddy situation. Because Diddy finna bring down the whole music corporation, like when Harvey Weinstein finally got convicted or whatever, all them sexual charges he did in Hollywood. Then they start cracking down on the Me Too, and then it just start rolling. Diddy finna open the gates up like that. So Jay-Z is one of them dudes that's gonna be on their hit list.
Oh boy.
Jay-Z started messing with Riri when she was like 14.
Yeah.
Bought her a studio when she was 16.
Yeah,
He
that's true.
broke
Yeah.
up with Beyonce to buy Rihanna a studio when she was 16. And then 2 years later, when Rihanna turned 18 and Chris Brown finally got up on it, then he went back to Beyonce.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been missing out on a lot.
I don't
You
try to.
know this.
Yeah,
Even Ill will know that.
I don't be keeping up with that
Yeah, I
stuff.
don't keep up with it like that.
Because
It's
it's
too
just,
much.
It's, yeah.
Because you got to think, Beyonce can literally have almost any male actor or singer she want. Why Jay-Z?
Yeah, why Jay-Z?
Well, Jay-Z is also a billionaire too, ain't he?
He wasn't at the time.
Jay-Z is a billionaire, but Jay-Z got most of his monies and his deals from shading people.
Yeah.
Whenever Jay-Z do a record with somebody and he feature on they song, that song be hot. And you know what he do? He put it on his album as his song. So he give his album more sales and all of that, more revenue, and he take credit for the song. He take full credit for the song. So even when the artist whose song it is put it on their album, it's still Jay-Z's song. Dame Dash, the way he did Dame Dash.
The way he did
Dame's, man. Man.
Dame.
That had something to do with Aaliyah too. Right?
It had more than that. It had a lot to do with a lot of stuff, but he broke the whole code the way he did that. He basically just raped that man and left him there butt naked.
Pretty much.
He just raped that man and left him there butt naked.
Took that man's company right out from under him.
Yeah.
The Rockefeller. Mines.
Well, he thought he did.
He
He took the company, but he couldn't take the name.
Right.
So by him taking the company but not being able to take the name, he sold the company, but he couldn't legally sell the company because he can't rightfully own the name. So now he in a bunch of trouble and old Dame Dash a ton of money. So yeah, it's like I'm telling y'all just keep your eyes open. It's finna hit the fan. The bottom is just gonna fall out. It's gonna be Diddy soup over here, little Jigga soup over there. And I like Jigga. That's the crazy thing. I like that boy.
We went from historical events. Well, that is kind of historical.
Yeah.
Those are historical
that's
events.
happened in the 90s.
It's the news right now.
Yeah.
So
man, all the dirt being uncovered right now.
Yeah, everything, like they say, everything done in the dark shall come to the light.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Breakroom Sessions. Share this podcast with a coworker and be sure to follow and subscribe for future episodes.